Chat, there is a chance that generational starting pitcher that is eligible for me but not for you guys will be available in this draft instead. I have top odds. Please, God. God in heaven, please. I need this. I need this. Please. Please. God, don't fuck me on this. Please. I can't even look. Please don't fuck me on this. I can't even look. I think I'm mentally prepared. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! There is a God. He is risen. If this fucker opts out of another draft, I almost said draft as it is. I look like Jim Carrey coming out of the rhino. If that fucker opts out of another draft, I am going to run through a wall. Chat gets the 6th pick. The Mermen get the number 1 pick again. Jesus Christ. Okay, to the Rule 5 draft we go. Philadelphia. They literally won't leave me alone. To the Rule 5 draft, I'll forego my pick. And Chad ends up selecting Sixto Sanchez. Obviously, I'll have to cut certain people off your roster. It's just, again, we can't both use the Rule 5. It sucks. It's stupid. And I hate it. But it is what it is. I am going to go to my trade block and say I no longer want a right fielder because literally Philadelphia is bullying me out of it. Yeah, so the Rule 5, if you're controlling 2 teams, you see the bottom right-hand corner, my team, Chat's team, my team, Chat's team. If you're on the Rule 5, you can't do that. They didn't fix the Rule 5. It still works like last year. When you're in the Rule 5, whatever team you entered the draft in is the only team you have control of. So, kind of sucks. I hope they fix it. I don't know if they will. Hopefully they have someone giving them feedback on stuff like that for franchise. Well, I said I wanted to hear the deal, and then it disappeared. I don't even think I can take Willie Adames, right? Dominican. Yeah, can't take him. Okay, I guess I don't want a shortstop either. Jesus Christ. I'm getting fucking bullied. Dominic Smith. If I start getting 17 offers for Dominic Smith, I'm going to be furious. I guess I don't want a first baseman either. Leave me the fuck alone. Do I want closers maybe? Is that okay? Can I ask for a closer without getting bothered every fucking day? Miguel Vargas signs a 4-year deal in Colorado. Jackson Merrill finally signs 5 years in Washington. Zach Neto, 5 years in Texas. Jack Flaherty, 2-year deal in Atlanta. They've spent some money this offseason. Jordan Westberg, 5 years with the Red Sox. Dodgers are offering you guys a trade. It's the Alvarez trade again, which again you cannot take. Ryan Nelson, 2 years in St. Louis. Another Jonathan India trade. You guys declined that one before, so. Ahmed Rosario, 2 years in St. Louis. I keep getting hit with the same damn offers. It's unbelievable. Andrew Monasterio on his way to the Dodgers for 2 years. Can we get to spring training yet? Bryce Terang, 4 years, Kansas City. Jordan Walker, 6 years, Kansas City. That's got to be a backloaded deal if it's showing $16 million a year. It's rough. Matt McClain, 6 years in San Diego. Edmundo Sosa gets a year in Milwaukee. So we are nearly to spring training, so we can start to get a look at what our teams are going to actually look like. I'm not taking this offer from the Yankees. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, so spring training, we are both each allowed one more signing, of course. For chat, again, a reminder of what the team's looking like right now. Tyrone Ray would probably end up being your starting catcher. You got Vladdy at first base, Gavin Lux at second, Slaughter at third. Will Wilson's going to have to be cut, so right now it's Robert Sposato as your starter, because again, we don't allow Rule 5 picks. So Robert Sposato would be your choice there, unless you elected to keep Will Wilson instead of signing a position player. We'll do it that way. Left field, you got Spencer Steer. Center field is Rafaela. Isaiah Green will be cut, and then right field's Juan Soto. You're also allowed a pitcher, which again, you'll probably look for a reliever because you didn't end up signing Kopech. Is catcher the call? You can't get Wilson. Oh, man. Your best option's Gary Sanchez at catcher. You can't go for Wilson Contreras. Your best option is bringing in Gary Sanchez. So it kind of depends on whether or not you want Tyrone Ray to be in AAA for another year. He can be sent down. That's the catching option for Chad is Gary Sanchez. Outside of that, I mean, Luis Castillo is a starter that you don't need. Alex Bregman at third, which you really, I mean, he's not even an improvement on Slaughter. Buxton in center. In terms of relievers, you're looking at Clay Holmes. Yeah, you're probably looking at Clay Holmes. I mean, they're all veterans. Any disagreements on Gary Sanchez and Clay Holmes as your two signings? You do have the money to do it, I believe. You should have the money to at least sign Sanchez. You should have the money to sign Holmes as well. Yankees legends. There you go. You got the money to sign both of them. Any disagreements, chat? Looks like you're good with it. So, Gary Sanchez and Clay Holmes. The spring training additions in lieu of Rule 5 picks. For myself, who the hell do I even have available? Kodai Senga. You know what? I didn't sign you in free agency. I'll sign you now. Kodai Senga is here. And in terms of a position player, the other Wilson Contreras. Son of a bitch, he might actually have to be the pick. Show is also out there, but he's a pitcher. Venezuela Herman Marquez. I'm going to have to sign another catcher, aren't I? Philippines for Javi Baez. Different Javi Baez, of course. JD going in on Frank. That was hilarious. All right, well, I got no choice. Wilson Contreras to join William Contreras. I'm all about the Contrerases. The Contreras eye. There we go. So, let's take a look here. I finished with the weaker records, so we'll go to scouts. I didn't lose a scout. Did you guys lose any scouts? You didn't. I get the idea of wanting to fire people, but really you should just leave them. It's a good scouting department. We'll see what happens at the trade block, of course. In terms of that top prospect list, Pedro Eliz, your closer, number 4 in baseball right now. Who else is up there? For the two of us, the Mermen have Charles Orozco at number 18. The A's with Robert Sposato and Avi England at 33 and 34, respectively. Merman with Duncan Del Villar, my number 1 overall pick from last year, debuting at 59. Will Comstock at 68. Your center fielder Marcus Weber at 69. Ahmad Munoz at 81. Merman Sam Valley at 89. Francis Menard at 90. I mean, there's a good amount of prospects sprinkled throughout, I would say. So what we have to do is go to the start of the regular season. You know what? We'll slow sim it just in case there are trade offers. Although it looks like the trade offers may reset. So we'll see. So when we hit sim to regular season, this will be the time now that we can properly set up the roster. Yep, that's a lot of catchers. That's a lot of catchers right there. Ooh, so was the Venezuelan migration plan still in place? I mean, look at my catchers. What do you think? Fucking Venezuela to glory is what this turned into. It's goddamn hilarious. Let's see, Comstock. I'll run Robert Oka in double, Hager in triple, Ramirez in double, Jose Colina can be cut. Fielder Jers, my man. My man. It's good to see you. How'd the stream go? I forgot you were going to be streaming this late because of, Jersmas. And a Merry Jersmas indeed. This isn't Chell. It sure isn't. I like to play good games. That's right. I said it. Well, welcome in, everybody. Coming over from the Jers side of things. I'm just your neighborhood offline streamer that doesn't do anything gameplay related, so I'll see 95% of you never. But hey, thanks for being there for the raid and supporting Jers. Good dude, great streamer. Big shout out to Jeff Evans for the follow there. I appreciate it. We are doing a franchise mode where I am in control of one team, chat is in control of the other. The first team to win a World Series wins is typically the way we go about it, except I moved Miami to Atlantis and can only use non-North American players. Chat gets North America, and as you would imagine, chat's kicking my ass so far. So there you go. You're caught up on everything in the 2030 season. Let me see. That's good to go, because I'm going to count Wilson Contreras as an outfielder, which is stupid. Moreno's really more the outfielder. First base. It's looking okay. It's looking okay. We got Mike Trout. We already won. He's on that Angels contract, man. Chad hasn't been able to secure him yet. By the time they do, I actually think he retires under that contract before he leaves the Angels, unless he gets traded in game. So... all right, Wilmer and Felipe there. Second base, Gleyber Torres, Luis Rengifo, Frank Reyes. I need you in double. I don't care about these two, so we'll bump them up to triple. So I need two more second basemen here. Let's see what else we can get. Two more second basemen. Let's triple, go double and single, just to get our proper depth in there. Third base, Miguel Garcia, signed him as a free agent. I'm willing to have Miguel Perez in the majors this year as the backup. We could go with Eugenio. Let's go with Eugenio. Triple A for you. Gio can be in triple. He's fallen off a cliff. Gentry and Park. I need a single A depth option at third base. Carlos Gomez. Actually, really quickly, let me check this. Is there anybody on the 40-man that shouldn't be? It's because the AI love adding players to the 40-man for no reason. Doesn't look like it, though. Kim and Jacob Amaya, I guess. Let's get you up there. I mean, I guess I just could have left Velez, and he's on waivers anyway. Well, that was stupid of me. That was stupid of me. Things take longer. Hate it here. Sign the garbage as some roster filler. So in the outfield, Sam Valet. Valet. We can have you in AAA. You're not that bad. Beltran in the majors, that's fine. Peralta in the majors, that's fine. Chavez can be in double. Glenn Camp has to be in the majors. Gehringer and then Chow. Gomez is my... okay, so that's actually looking okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, but then technically I can drop someone like Peralta. Creature, but what did Jack Hughes ever do to you? AAA is 1, 2, 3, and that'll be 4. AA is 1, 2, 3. I don't want to be on the Mets. Nobody wants to be on the Mets. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to be on the Mets. Dearden and Venable. Oh, Nesta. Why'd you have to bring him up? He's doing great. So we'll drop Nesta down to single. That works. Yeah. Yep. He's Nesta. He's still ruining my life. And by him, I mean Colorado. He didn't win Rookie of the Year. That's true. That is true. For the pitchers, Kionis, Soto, Alzolay. I'm actually not going to need Alzolay in the majors. That's shocking. And Duarte down in double. Is Yuri a 99? He's mid-90s. We'll get an exact number in a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 with Fujita. Gonzalez down to triple. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then one more for the culture. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. AAA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. AA is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Starters, 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, Orozco's made the majors for me already. That's crazy. What a player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, Carvajal's 27. Ranger Suarez can be the 6th. That's not too bad. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not too bad. AAA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. AA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 with Yamaguchi. That actually works out pretty well. Could bring in one depth signing at starter pitcher, but I actually won't. Nesta, yeah, Chat's team last year won 76 games? Something like that. So my roster this year, Chat, rotation, Luis Garcia, Austin Jordan, 26-year-old, Kodai Senga, Charles Orozco, the 20-year-old former top pick of mine, and Alfonso Carvajal. Bullpen still looks pretty good, though. You got Ranger and Jose Suarez, Enrique Angelis, Robert Fujita, Juan Soto, Edmund Cervantes, and Miguel Quiones. My pitching staff's actually come together really well. In terms of the lineup, it is Kim, Garcia, Torres, Rengifo, Contreras, Casillas, Moises Gomez, Glenn Camp, and Antonio Beltran because my manager refuses to play Gabe Moreno in left field. I don't know why, but he does. And it sucks because it would be really nice to have Gabe Moreno in this lineup full time. It does reset the trade block. So let's see. If I go with my biggest weaknesses, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then first base or short. I'll go for shortstop over first base. That's how I'll set that up. And then in terms of availability, if I can speak properly, let's see what we can do here. It's not going to be too much to really give up or put on the block. I am still going to look to get rid of some of my better players now just to try and cash out if I can. Unlikely as it is. As very unlikely as it is. And then in terms of pitching, there's really not much to add. I don't want to get rid of Cervantes. I mean, he's incredible. Fujita's fine. What do I have for starters? LVR. Well, okay, I got 2 spots left. Can't imagine I'd actually get anything for Kodai Senga, Delviar, and Hayes. So that is my Atlantis Mermen set up for the year. Let's take a look at Chat's team here. We'll have some extra work to do. You don't have to add Tyrone Ray to the 40-man yet, so it'll be Gary Sanchez and Lonnie Duarte. Starting park. Good to see you, by the way. Oh, man. Yeah, honestly, that basically works. Right? Sanchez, Duarte. Ray have long and double with Lyon. AAA for Amditis. Blue Abaditis. Sign Ramsey, who will be the single A option. First base, you guys will have Jeff Adams there again, just as a filler. Tulibets needs to be in triple so that O'Connor can be the AA starter. Ooh, actually. You guys actually do have some first base prospects now. I'm a little bit surprised at that, but there you go. That is the first base setup. Independent 40-man, Amaditis. Get him out of there. Second base, Gavin Lux. No great option behind him. It'll have to be Xavier Edwards stepping up for you guys. Get Mullen down in double, Woodward in triple. Actually, you're going to want Raul Blanco. So Mullen in triple. Blanco be the starter in double. Showing up as a good prospect to keep an eye out on. Sign Jeremy Ehrman? I don't know. We're not good with names. He's going to single, though. Third base. Yeah, I mean... have to put DeYoung and Ellis both in double. Getz can be up in triple. Actually, in fairness, Getz should be in the majors. Lee is in triple. So a depth option is needed for Chad at third base. Mario Ayala. Get him in single. Shortstop situation for Chat. You do have to let go of Will Wilson. At least put him through outright waivers to see what happens there. So Sposato is the guy. I mean, he's a low-end Major League ready, but he's the guy. Actually, here, let's do that. So Isaiah Green has to go through waivers. Did you take any pitchers in the Rule 5? Again, we don't have control of the Rule 5. It was only those two. All right, so let's sim a couple of days here just to make sure the waivers aren't in effect anymore. So Will Wilson will get cut. So Sposato, Naylor will be the backup because he's going to be on the roster. So those two are in at shortstop. Mondesi, Harrison. So we need two shortstops for Chat. Alan Webster and Ron Whitfield. Let's see. Make those changes there. Then the outfield. This is where it could get a little bit rough for Chat. Now, Isaiah Green's going to go. Right. Let's see here. So the players that we don't have to care about for Chat's team, we'll go down to single to start. If we do care about them and need to get them playing time, we'll put them where they're best suited. So Maloney in double, Conrath, you don't have to care about. Granger, you don't have to care about. Yeager, I mean, he's yours, but he's not great. Graves in double, then JJ Bleday. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're good for Major League outfielders. AAA is 1, 2. We'll go 3 and 4 with JJ. AA is 1, 2, 3, and 4 with Latrell. So you do have some extra outfielders that you don't necessarily need, but I mean that's not a big deal at all. At all. And then in terms of the pitchers, it's Derek Hope. Pedro Elias is still probably good in triple. Actually, hold on. We didn't check the 40 man to see if it was being a bit wasteful. It's not. It's good. It's good. So Elias in triple. Clay Holmes, he just signed, is good to go. Menard in double. So that's 1, 2, 3. Probably don't want Gutierrez in the majors yet. Down to triple. He's not quite ready. Elias again. Man, you guys have the freaking Yankees bullpen. 2, 3, 4, 5 with Ponce. And Hudson. Cruz as the 6th. That's fine. AAA is 1, 2, 3 with Munoz. 3 with Munoz, 4, 5, and 6 with Roberts. AA is 1, 2, and 3. Let's do 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, one of a kind. It's a freaking custom song. This was AJ Styles' Ring of Honor theme. If you want to look it up on YouTube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. AAA was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. AA is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Washington is the depth for the starters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 with Elliott. I mean, Jesus Christ, though. You might as well run multiple long relievers because Baroa's ready to go. So honestly, you could send down someone like Pedro Ponce and just kind of upgrade it. He would have to go through waivers. Loaisaga would not. So drop him down. Drop Ethan Roberts down to single A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get Baroa up there. AAA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And 6. And then AA is 2, 3, 4, 5. Those starters get expensive real quick. There's never that many starters on the free agent list. 6. AAA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then AA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works. All right, chat. I think we're good to go here. A quick look at your options here. Pitching rotation this year is Yuri Perez, Dylan Cease, Richie Christensen, now 24 years old, Jim David at 26, and Matthew Harmon at 24. That's a freaking solid rotation, man. The bullpen, Juan Baroa and Howie Elliott as long relievers. Pedro Ponce, unfortunately, Giovanni Cruz. Derek Hope. Why is Giovanni Cruz there? He's not supposed to be there. What? Get Loaisaga up there. Giovanni Cruz wasn't supposed to be there. Put him in triple. There we go. Loaisaga, Derek Hope, Clay Holmes, and Gregory Santos. I honestly think this team could make the playoffs, especially, too, when we look at your lineup. Robert Sposato at shortstop, Gavin Lux, Juan Soto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Spencer Steer, Cedric Rafaela, Jeff Adams, John Slaughter, and Gary Sanchez. At least he still has some pop, right? He's still got some power. The bench, not much to look at, but this team almost finished at 500 last year, and I think the certain additions in center field, Gavin Lux coming back, Gary Sanchez at catcher, I think you guys are going to make it. We do have to set up your trade block as well really quickly, where it lists catcher is still your weakest position, third base, shortstop, relief, and closer, which pretty much lines up with, I think, how you guys would set it up. Let's take a look here again. Any younger dudes that aren't really guaranteed to make it. I know there was a debate over moving Gavin Lux as well, but any younger dudes who aren't a guarantee to make it, if you can kind of shortcut it and get players who are good now. Again, normally this is a competition. It is not that at this stage. It's how many are you guys going to win before I accomplish anything. That's the big question. And we'll get Dylan Cease up there. Santos at 30. There you go. So we'll see what those offers end up being. And then again, my rotation this year, as we looked at it before, it's still a bit too weak to compete with what the hell you guys have going on. So my rank is 30th. You guys are up to 24th. Obviously, the very weak options don't help. Big shout out to Adam, by the way. Thank you for the 10 months. And have no fear. Have no fear. I do still plan on going to another draft tonight because I fucking have to. I have to know what happens with that pitcher. If it means we don't get to play Road to the Show tonight, then so be it. You go to that logo vault, there's a great chance. Okay. No boobs or BBC. But there is a hot dog. And also slow Spider-Man. I mean, it's one of the best things to do is to just sit here and refresh the page. You never know what's going to pop up. Although you do know the answer is mostly boobs. Or this person uploading the same logo over and over and over again. There we go. That didn't take too long. Page 6, everybody.